Good day everyone, welcome to the NTV and you're watching NTV News at 9:30, your source for exclusive news and entertainment. This is Parinita bringing you to the top stories from in India around the world, and the time is exactly 9:30. Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Russian President Vladimir Putin were been together in a Toyota Fortuner following the president's arrival in India for a 2-day visit. The unusual sight of two leaders wearing SUV rather than travelling in their usual motorcades armed limousines quickly generated global attention this ride, along with the red carpet welcome extended by Prime Minister Modi, underscored the significant diplomatic importance of President Putin's visit to India. Congress leader Rahul Gandhi has stated the recent disruption experienced by the Indigo Airlines are consequences of the government monopoly model, addressing issue on Friday. Mr. Gandhi alleged to Indigo operational problems stem to the approach and asserted that India requires fair competition across all sectors, rather than monopolies that he described as match fixing. The statements come in the aftermath of Indigo cancelling over 550 flights on Thursday and additional 400 flights on Friday. This cancellation has significantly impacted the travel plans of numerous passengers. Mr. Gandhi emphasized it is the common citizen who bear the brunt of this disruption through delays, cancellation and the scene of helplessness in the post and the social media X. The leader of the opposition articulated India fisco is the cost of government monopoly model. Once again, it said ordinary Indians who pay the price in delay, cancellation and the helplessness. Indigo disruption drive Delhi-Mumbai fares to 60,000 significant disruptions in their flight operation, now leading to drastically increased airfares for passengers. The airline widespread flight cancellation and the delay have forced many travelers to seek last-minute booking on other carriers, resulting in a substantial surge in ticket price. The sudden increase in demand has triggered a ripple effect across the booking platforms. Prices air travel, already considered a luxury many in India, have reportedly doubled and even tripled. On the high-traffic Delhi-Mumbai route, return flight tickets in the economy classes are now commanding prices high 60,000. This is the stark contrast to usual last-minute booking rates, with typically over around 20,000 for a return journey. One-way fares on this route are now quoting at approximately 35,000. Further, the impact there are currently no available flights between Delhi and Chennai. For the Delhi-Kolkata route, only a single SpiceJet flight remains with the fare nearing 38,700. Pakistan has officially appointed Lieutenant General Asim Munir as the National India Chief Defence Forces. President Asif Ali Zardari officially approved the appointment on Thursday. This marks a significant change in Pakistani military structure, with Lieutenant General Munir, currently the Chief of Army Staff, now heading the newly created position to Chief of Defence Forces, the term of 5 years. President Zardari approval followed by the summary submitted by Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif, formally proposing Munir for the role. This development comes after the Parliament passed 27th constitutional amendment last month. The amendment establishes the position of Chief of Defence Forces with the aim of enhancing unity, command and the speeding of decision making during critical situations. The role of Chief of Defence Forces now replaces the former position of Chairman, Joint Chief of Staff Committee, which has been abolished.
Very smartly, the Prime Minister, he had gone to Bahrain, and from there he pushed off to London. He's supposed to be in London for 3 or 4 days. I don't know whether he's come back or when he will come back. So he is deliberately staying out of this because he clearly doesn't want to issue the notification giving Asim Munir 5 years as Army Chief and as Chief of Defence Forces. So he thinks that by keeping away from Pakistan and not having to sign the notification, he can escape the consequences. But this situation can't continue. You can't have a nuclear armed country without a Chief of the Army Staff or without somebody in charge of the Nuclear Command Authority.
Let's take a break. We will be back soon.
काका,
हाँ बेटा,
ये जश्न कैसा?
आज इस गांव को 4 चांद लग गए हैं।
कैसे?
ये सब कृष्णा का कमाल है। अब हम पूरी दुनिया से जुड़ गए हैं इंटरनेट के जरिए।
सच?
वो देखो।
कॉमन सर्विस सेंटर?
बिल्कुल। डिजिटल इंडिया के तहत अब शहर के चक्कर काटे बिना रोजमर्रा के छोटे बड़े काम गांव-गांव से हो सकते हैं। ये देखो, ढेर सारी सुविधाओं के जरिए, जैसे कि बैंक अकाउंट खोलकर पैसों का लेन देन करना, ऑनलाइन रेलवे टिकट बुक कराना, आधार कार्ड या पासपोर्ट बनवाना, पैन कार्ड की अर्जी भरना, जमीन के कागजात या जन्म और मृत्यु प्रमाण पत्र बनवाना। और प्रधानमंत्री डीजी साक्षरता योजना के अंतर्गत सीएससी अधिकारी को प्रशिक्षण देकर दूसरों को पढ़ाने के लिए तैयार करते हैं। एक और खुद का सेंटर चलाने का अवसर मिला और दूसरी ओर लोगों को रोजगार।
लेकिन इस सेंटर को चलाता कौन है?
कृष्णा।
अरे भाई, ये कृष्णा कौन है?
गांव की प्रगति का श्रेय जाता है हमारी प्यारी बिटिया कृष्णा को।
डिजिटल इंडिया, पावर टू एम्पावर।
Welcome once again. US Southern Command announced that it conducted another strike against the small boat in the Eastern Pacific Ocean following a pause of almost 3 weeks. Thus, the strike is second US military has carried out against boat in the Caribbean Sea and the Eastern Pacific Ocean that the Trump administration claimed were trafficking drugs. There are 4 casualties in Thursday's strike, according to the social media post, bringing the death toll of the campaign to at least 87 people. In a video that accompanied the announcement, a small boat can be seen moving across the water before it's suddenly consumed by a large explosion. The video then zoomed out to show boat covered in flame and blowing smoke. The New York Times has filed a lawsuit against Pentagon, seeking to overturn new regulation implemented by Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth. The regulation have resulted in the most mainstream media organizations being banned from the building. The Times argues that the new rule infringes open constitutional rights, especially freedom of speech and due to process. They contend that rule grants Secretary Hegseth's unchecked authority ban reporters consequently. News outlets including the New York Times have withdrawn for the Pentagon rather than accept this rule as a condition for obtaining press credentials. The Pentagon press room now primarily comprises conservative outlets that have agreed to new regulations. Chief Minister Mohan Sharan Majhi announced today that the era of political protection from criminals in Odisha has ended. Speaking in the State Assembly, Chief Minister Majhi stated that the police now have full authority to take decisive action against offenders, regardless of their connection or status. During a discussion on the Home Department budget, Chief Minister Majhi asserted the law and order had deteriorated over the past decade and accused the previous administration of harboring criminals. He further highlighted that Odisha had previously led the nation in crime against women. The Chief Minister also alleged that police stations have been co-opted by the political party, functioning more like its offices than law enforcement centers. He cited two specific allegations of the conspiracy to assassinate prominent minister, which he claimed was planned with the police station. The final year student accused of assaulting a female student at Veer Surendra Sai University of Technology in Bulla Sambalpur district, Odisha has been arrested and presented before the court late last night. According to a complaint filed the Bulla police station, the accused a final year BTech student allegedly attacked another female student from the same university outside the campus on Tuesday. The incident reportedly occurred in the front of onlookers. Report indicate that the female student had visited the accused student rented accommodation, where a verbal acceleration ensued. Following the dispute, the accused male student is alleged to have severely beaten her. It is understood that the accused student had previously has been expelled from the university hostel due to the disciplinary issue. Following the victim complaint, the Bulla station and investigation was launched, leading to arrest of accused student today. Let's take a break. We will be back soon.
काका
हाँ बेटा,
ये जश्न कैसा?
आज इस गांव को 4 चांद लग गए हैं।
कैसे?
ये सब कृष्णा का कमाल है। अब हम पूरी दुनिया से जुड़ गए हैं इंटरनेट के जरिए।
सच?
वो देखो।
कॉमन सर्विस सेंटर?
बिल्कुल, डिजिटल इंडिया के तहत अब शहर के चक्कर काटे बिना रोजमर्रा के छोटे बड़े काम गांव-गांव से हो सकते हैं। ये देखो, ढेर सारी सुविधाओं के जरिए, जैसे कि बैंक अकाउंट खोलकर पैसों का लेन देन करना, ऑनलाइन रेलवे टिकट बुक कराना, आधार कार्ड या पासपोर्ट बनवाना, पैन कार्ड की अर्जी भरना, जमीन के कागजात या जन्म और मृत्यु प्रमाण पत्र बनवाना। और प्रधानमंत्री डीजी साक्षरता योजना के अंतर्गत सीएससी अधिकारी को प्रशिक्षण देकर दूसरों को पढ़ाने के लिए तैयार करते हैं। एक और खुद का सेंटर चलाने का अवसर मिला और दूसरी ओर लोगों को रोजगार।
लेकिन इस सेंटर को चलाता कौन है?
कृष्णा।
अरे भाई, ये कृष्णा कौन है?
गांव की प्रगति का श्रेय जाता है हमारी प्यारी बिटिया कृष्णा को।
डिजिटल इंडिया, पावर टू एम्पावर।
Welcome once again. Actor Cary Hiroyuki Tagawa dies 75. The Exxon film community is mourning loss of actor and the producer Cary Hiroyuki Tagawa, who passed away on Thursday in Santa Barbara at the age of 75. Reports from Deadline indicate that Tagawa died from the complication following a stroke. He was widely recognized for his portrayal of the antagonist Shang in the live action film adaptation for the popular video game Mortal Kombat. Throughout his career, which spanned more than 4 decades, Tagawa became a memorable presence, often playing formidable villains and significantly contributing to the success of the franchise he joined. India and South Africa is set to face off T20 international match at Baramati Stadium in Cuttack. With the game scheduled for the December 9th, the first of 5-match series, cricket enthusiasts in Odisha are showing immense enthusiasm. Ticket demand for the highly anticipated clash has surged significantly. There is suspicious of the black marketing activities surrounding the sale of ticket for the event. Night temperature across the state are predicted to decrease, resulting in noticeable rise. In the cold, senior agrometeorological professor Surendranath Pasupalak has forecast that night temperature could fall by approximately 4 degrees Celsius through Saturday. Meanwhile, the cold has intensified once more after a brief respite. The mercury in Kandhamal district has consequently remained below 12 degrees. Udagiri is experiencing extremely cold, setting a new record for the state. On Tuesday night, temperature area including Udagiri, Daringbadi, Chipilima, Fulbani, Bodh and Sonpur. That's all for now. Stay tuned for more updates. Thank you.